Do you have a battle scar that you brag about? I was reading something. I think I was on MSN yesterday, on the website MSN, and on the homepage, it said it had a picture of a scar. I was like, ooh, that's gross. It was on like somebody's cheek, and it just said "Chicks dig scars." So I clicked that, and it went on to talk about. I didn't print it out. I'm just eyeballing it for you guys. Yeah. It was talking about how scars are a good conversation starter. Scars are also something that women tend to find attractive.
Okay.
Especially if the scar came from doing something heroic or athletic. Okay. That's what the article was going on to say.
Unless it triggers trauma.
Unless it triggers major trauma, or like it was a car accident or something. But if the scar came from some sort of, something that was like cool or interesting, it could actually help you in your dating life. And the article went on to say that if you are on one of the dating apps, you should show, if it's okay to safely to do so in a good spot, you should show your scar picture in one of your pictures, which I thought was crazy.
And probably tell the story with it.
Oh, of course. Yeah. But, I mean, do you dig scars?
Not particularly.
Really?
Yeah. I mean...
You like a story.
I do like a story, but I could just hear the story.
It doesn't have to be huge, you know what I mean? Like across your entire face.
No, I know. I'm just like, it's not something that, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really into tattoos on guys. Well, yeah, I am. I don't know. I guess it depends on the guy.
Right.
You just walked me in a circle.
Well, the chicks dig scars.
Okay.
They do.
Because they like the stories.
They like the stories, but there's something about it. If
it's like proof that it happened.
Yeah. Do you have any scars, Al?
This one on my hand.
Oh yeah, I see it. What's that from? Come up with a good story.
I call it an explosion, okay?
So, there you go. An explosion. LauRen said shark bite.
So I was cleaning up, right? I had a bunch of old like Amazon boxes and stuff like that. And I was like, y'all know me, I'm from the country. So I'm like, I'm gonna turn this into a bonfire. Mm-hmm. So I go outside, I get all my boxes, I load them up. My dad come out there and he like, you got a whole bunch of damn boxes out here. Please be careful.
How old were you?
This was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was a couple years ago.
You were an adult.
Yeah, I was grown. So he was like, all right, now be careful. You got a bunch of boxes and stuff. You know what's like in here? And I'm like, yeah, they empty. Ain't nothing in there.
Right.
Son, they wasn't empty. So
oh, no.
So I'm tossing boxes on top of the fire. Next thing you know, I hear a little something go, shh.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, that don't really sound right. And then it got real quiet. And then it said, boom.
Oh, no.
And then my damn hand was like hot.
Oh,
hot.
Wow.
Look down, white meat, just toe up.
Oh, man. What was it?
I don't know.
Like
I think some kind of plastic or something. I think some kind of can.
That just like fizzed up.
Yeah.
I have two scars. One, I have a scar from when I was building a tree fort and I had a piece of wood, like a big piece of wood with a nail in it. And I was like, and I went to like push it over and I turned, but it didn't go over. Like I didn't push it hard enough, so it came back. You want to see it?
I think you've showed us before. Don't take your pants off.
You gotta take your pants off. You can keep them on.
No.
It's in a good spot.
No, we believe you.
Doesn't the cameras want to see it?
No.
What?
You still unzipping?
Well, I'll stop. I'm not gonna make you guys uncomfortable. Jeez, so much
down.
for that story. Well, then you're never gonna want to see the other one.
Oh no.
No.
The other one is on my backside here.
It's
It's on my backside here, and I think I told this story before too. When I joined the varsity hockey team as a sophomore in high school, you have to get quote unquote initiated by the older kids. Oh yeah, this is the way it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a hazing thing. Mm-hmm. And I got an atomic wedgie so bad, they ripped my underwear off. My atomic wedgie was so bad that they dug into my skin.
Get out.
With the, you want to see it?
No.
It sounds like you don't believe it.
No, we believe it.
And so I have a scar there on my inner leg, my inner thigh, right below my buttocks, from where they pulled up the underwear. I was
joining
initiated.
the school hockey team.
Joining the school hockey team. Yeah.
Lord.
I was basically stamped. You know what I mean? Like,
you better be.
Like a piece of cattle.
Branded like they do.
Branded like cattle. But what about you? What's your scar, and then what's your story? Is your scar visible or is it hidden? Jessica said Maney HR is on hold waiting for you to pull this off. No, I won't.
I know.
I won't. But 980-780-9595. 980-780-9595. Somebody else texted in and said, don't forget LauRen lost a tooth. There's a story there.
Oh.
Yeah, but I have a tooth now.
Right. It's not a scar.
Yeah, it's not like technically a scar. If I was missing that tooth and I was toting it as a story.
Yeah. What's your scar story? Get to us. We want to hear it. Someone says, I have a faint scar on my right shin from being stung by a jellyfish. Never been back in the ocean. I was maybe 10 years old.
Aw.
Poor thing. Never been back in the ocean. Big Al's got a scar from an explosion from a fire. I got a scar from a nail on the front of my leg, and on the back of my leg, I have a scar from being initiated onto my hockey team from my underwear. Oh, LauRen.
I do have a scar. I just remembered. Yeah.
That's a big one.
I know, and it's on my arm. I was walking into my garage and fell and slipped on the stairs.
Lord.
And there's metal flashing over the threshold of the door frame. And when I fell, I put my arm down, and I have a huge scar there now.
Was that when you were a kid?
No, this was like, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you have them. The scars do have stories. Acacia, what's up? Good morning. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are y'all?
So this is your daughter's story. What is it?
Yeah. So when she was 7, she's now 18, but when she was 7, she stayed with my brother for a week in a different state. It was the first time she ever went anywhere, really. And the second to last day of being there, my brother's dog bit her in the forehead.
Ooh.
And she had, I think it was like 25 stitches on her forehead. And it was the shape of a heart. And I know it was awful. But my sister used to laugh and joke with her because she was really uncomfortable about it. And so she was like, just tell people you got bit in the face by a shark.
Oh, yeah, that's a better story.
When people would ask about it, she'd be like, it's a shark bite.
And now she's 18. Does she still use that?
I think so.
Yeah,
To be honest,
good.
I think
Yeah.
so. I text her and told her to listen to the radio, so she's listening.
Yes, girl.
Probably.
The story makes the scar much better. LauRen, hey, what's up?
Hey, good morning.
Lauren, what do you have?
So, my best friend in high school, her mom knew all the real estate agents in the area. So we found out which house had a pool, and we broke into a house, giant pool, like this big fancy pool with all these steps. And we were jumping and diving and then getting out of the pool and running back up the stairs. Well, I misjudged a step and bashed my leg open so bad. It was bleeding everywhere. It was awful. And then on top of that, we were also breaking and entering, so I couldn't really do anything about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was your fault for being there.
Yeah.
Hey.
But it was awful. Like, I still have this big, giant scar from it, and it's been over 15 years ago now.
That's crazy. Let me ask you this while I have you on the phone, and Big Al and LauRen, I want you to answer too. Somebody just texted in and they said they saw someone with a huge scar on the back of their leg at the store the other day, and it literally went from the back of the leg, and it was like 3 inches wide from the knee all the way down to the ankle. And they were just sitting there kind of small talking, and they wanted to know, like, would it have been okay for me to ask, like, hey, what's with the scar? What's the scar story? Can you ask someone in
No.
public that?
That sounds too big.
Well, I don't think you should ask about somebody's scar in general, personally, unless they tell you about it.
LauRen, you agree with that?
I don't know. I think it's funny, personally. So.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
but you don't know what,
But they're not
what goes
hiding
along
it.
with that scar.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true. Thanks, LauRen.
And that's what I try to tell my
Could have been like a
sons,
war
too, 'cause-
thing.
Yeah, because they're just so curious, and they mean no harm by asking questions. But like, you just never know what memories or, again, trauma that could bring up.
Yeah.
So I think it's safer not to ask.
It could trigger trauma. Yeah, there you go. NASA is scrapping a lunar space station and opts for a more proficient moon base. NASA's blueprint for returning to the moon just got a major rewrite. On Tuesday, they said they scrapped plans for the Lunar Getaway Space Station in orbit around the moon, saying that the money and all the efforts will now be put towards a $20 billion moon base over the next 7 years.
When they open,
Per,
get me off of here.
per Reuters.
Really?
Hit me off of here.
I just assumed nobody could build on the moon because it doesn't belong to anyone.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, what would stop Russia from going and building something there
First
too?
come, first serve, I think, to be honest with you. Unless there's, like, some space deal amongst the agencies. Like
Right,
if
that's what
NASA's
I
got a
assumed
deal
there
with the Russian Space Agency or the Chinese Space Agency, whatever it may be.
So does that also become U.S. territory if they build something on it?
He said the build would be done in 3 stages across dozens of missions per the New York Times.
I have questions.
So this accelerates its plans. This NASA has pushed the plans to try and get this done in the next 7 years, which would put us at 2023. You know why? To answer your question.
Why?
Because China is talking about doing their lunar landing and base building by 2030.
Oh, so we're trying to beat everybody.
But we're trying to at least compete.
Yeah. By the way, we are live on YouTube right now, and we were talking during commercial to the chat about like where you would vacation. Well, now you can add the moon to your list.
Would you go?
I don't know.
Oh, I totally would. Oh my God.
I definitely wouldn't be the first person to go.
No, but like just the trip up there alone would be something, and then like to actually go. Al, you. When I started saying it, you're like, get me off this planet.
Put me on like the 5th trip. Like you said, let a couple people go up there first, make sure they make it. You know what I'm saying? Start getting adjusted.
Oh, that'd be so
And about that
cool.
5th trip, Albeezy's on the way.
Well, what about when all the ladies went to the to space and everyone was like, "Oh, I would have never gotten on that
Now,
rocket."
I would be looking just like Gail was looking when she was going to ring that bell. But once I'm on the thing, the doors is locked.
It's different too. They didn't go to the moon. Like I'm not. I would.
Their mission was easier.
I know, but I want to go to the moon and like look at Earth and spend the night on the moon. Oh my God, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So China wants to try and do their moon landing and start their space station build in 2030, noting that the clock is ticking in the great power competition. The head of NASA said the U.S. would increase the number of missions to 2 a year after Artemis 5 is set to launch in 2028. He also said that the U.S. would launch a nuclear-propelled spacecraft to Mars by the end of that year, aiming to deliver a fleet of robotic helicopters. Elon Musk has talked about building factories on the moon.
Wow.
You can get a job at a factory
On the moon.
No, it'll
Yo,
all be
it's
mechanical. It'll all be mechanical. They
have
won't even
lost the-
need people up there.
We have lost the plot.
It sounds so far-fetched, and if you ask somebody from like the 1940s or 50s, when will we be on the moon? They would have definitely thought we would have been on the moon already.
Oh, for sure.
And like living with flying cars and stuff. But all that's going to come, and it's going to come really, really fast with the technology that we have these days. And the space race, I think, too.
Hey, it's Lauren from the Maney LauRen Morning Show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video. If you want to see more videos, you can always check out our behind the scenes content or our War of the Roses.